Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Gurumurthy M, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering from Jyoti Institute of Technology. In the previous session, we discussed about the theoretical part of the CAMs. Today, we'll solve a simple problem on CAM. The problem statement is like this. A CAM is to give the following motion to a knife-edged follower. First one is outstroke during 60 degree of cam rotation, and the second one is dwell for the next 30 degree of cam rotation, and third one is return stroke during next 60 degree of cam rotation, and the last one is dwell for the remaining 210 degree of cam rotation. Okay, these are the motions. Next, the stroke of the follower is 40 mm. Okay, that means the maximum displacement of a follower from the minimum radius of a cam is 40 mm. Okay, and the minimum radius of the cam is 50 mm. He only given a full stop. The follower moves with uniform velocity. This one is very important. Make a note of this: uniform velocity and knife edged follower. Okay, uniform velocity during both the outstroke and return strokes. Full stop. Draw the profile of the cam when the axis of follower passes through the axis of the cam shaft. If the axis of follower passes through the axis of a cam shaft, means it is a radial follower. It is not an offset follower. Okay, this is the problem statement. We'll see the datas. First one is outstroke. That means theta O is equal to 60 degree. Okay, for first 60 degree it is having outstroke. Okay, next it is having dwell, that is theta D1 is equal to 30 degree. That is the resting period of a follower. Next, return stroke for 60 degree, and the remaining period is theta D2, that is equal to 210 degree. If it is not mentioned about this remaining period, you can easily calculate. That is for one complete rotation it is 360 degree, correct? 360 minus 60 minus 30 minus 60, you will get 210 degree. Okay, sometimes in some problems they won't mention this. Okay, you need to calculate. Now the stroke length is 40 mm and the minimum radius of cam is 50 mm. It's operating with uniform velocity. First we'll go to the displacement drawing. In the displacement drawing, on the x-axis we are taking angular displacements, on the y-axis we are taking stroke length or displacement, correct? Displacement of the follower. First we'll mention the scale. Scale is like this. So based on the data given degrees, I took x-axis. On the x-axis 2 degree is equal to 1 mm. Okay, on the y-axis 1 mm is equal to 1 mm, right? So this is the scale. Now we'll go to the first one, that is angle of rise. It is 60 degree. According to the scale, 60 divided by 2, you will get 30 mm, correct? 30 mm. Next, dwell period is for next 30 degree, so it is 15 mm, right? 30 divided by 2, you get 15 mm. Next, a return stroke for another 60, so it is 60 divided by 2, and the remaining period is 210. It is 105, correct? 210 divided by 2, you will get 105. So you name it properly. This is theta O, next theta D1, next theta R. Okay, and the last one is theta D2. Okay, so now x-axis is over. We'll come to the y-axis. On the y-axis you are having stroke length. It's of 40 mm. He only given 40 mm. Fine. So now I need to divide this angle of rise into 6 equal parts. It may be 8 or 6. I am taking 6 equal parts. Okay, here he mentioned uniform velocity, correct? So uniform velocity means it is having constant velocity. If the velocity is constant, means the changes with respect to the time for the displacement should be of some constant value, or else it should be increasing in linearly. It should be increased linearly, correct? Displacement should increase linearly. So based on that, we need to draw displacement drawing. So I need to divide this 30 mm into 6 equal parts for angle of rise. Okay, I'll divide this into 6 equal parts, that is 5 mm each. You can use your scale and pencil. Okay, I'm using Solid Edge software. Now I divided this angle of rise into 6 equal parts. So similarly, I am going to divide angle of rise into 6 equal parts. There also you are having uniform velocity, right? So don't divide at 12 periods, it is not required. Okay, now they are divided. After dividing this angle of rise, draw vertical lines from each end of partition. Okay, length is 40 mm because we already know the stroke length. Okay, I'll change the color for better appearance. So like this, you draw vertical lines from each end of the partition. Like this. Okay, now I divide it. Okay, after dividing this, you name it for better understanding. Okay, this one is 1, initial period is 0. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Next, for other angle of return rise, I'm going to name it as 6-4, 5-. Okay, in the reversible manner. This is 6-. Okay, I'll place it in a proper place. Angular displacement, I'll shift here. Now it is clearly visible, I think. Okay, next 5-. 5-. You can easily name it with the help of pencil. For me it is a bit difficult because I'm using software. 2-. Next 1-. Right, and the last one is O-. Sorry, 0. Okay, 0 I named. Now I'll draw a horizontal line at the end of these vertically projected lines. Okay, I know that for uniform velocity I'll get linear displacement, so that directly I'll draw linear profile from 0 to 6. Okay, next for 30-degree rotation it is dwell. So it is dwell. Next, angle of return. Okay, for that again a linear displacement. Next, for the next remaining period it is dwell, correct? It is horizontal line. So this is how you will get the displacement drawings. After this you need to name it. Like this. This is A. 0 itself is A. Next 1 2 B. So these intersection points. Okay, next C, right? D E, right? And F G. Okay, 0 to A, 1 to B, 2 to C, 3 to D, and 4 to E, 5 to F, and the last one is 6 to G. So likewise for return, six dash to G dash, 5 dash to F dash, 4 dash to E dash, 3 dash to D dash, and C dash, A dash, B dash here. Okay, so 2 dash to C dash, 1 dash to B dash, 0 dash to A dash. So this is about your displacement drawing. Okay, next we'll go to cam profile. Okay, we'll wind up here. Thank you.